at step 3, you can make her open the box.
Oh, and that's how you do it.
I get it now. That's ingenious. Well, turn 1 duress from Juza, revealing Shuuhei's hand of 2 Violent Eruptions, an Ardent Plea, a Crovax.
Violent Outburst. Violent Eruption would not be as good in this deck.
Violent Eruption, yeah. Violent Eruption would not be good. Violent Outburst, and of course a Compulsive Research.
Oh man.
So, what do you think Juza takes here? Compulsive, maybe? Hope he just doesn't get any more creatures. Like, you can't take all of the.
Yeah, I mean, there's
no value taking any the Violent Eruption or the Ardent Plea.
Yeah. It's probably it's. I mean, it has to be.
Unless Juza is thinking like, I don't know. I see an extirpate in Juza's hand, so unless he's saying like take Violent Outburst. And then extirpate it, and then take next turn. Take the Ardent Plea. I can't tell.
No,
I don't think so. It looks like Hex Mage.
He's got half.
Extirpate.
Yeah, it's only has half the combo.
So yeah, Compulsive Research.
Yeah.
Taken. Shuuhei draws another Crovax.
Well,
not too good.
That's pretty awesome for Juza.
Yeah.
I love how much of this game plan has come down to pray that my opponent doesn't draw well right now.
I mean, that's kind of
go
what
Magic,
happens against Hypergen. The Hyper D-Gen.
The Hyper D-Gen.
Turn 2, Hex Mage, and looks like a Venser was drawn for Shuuhei, and Beseech the Queen drawn for Juza. He's got Chromax, so looks like he'll have a 20/20. Quite soon, he'll just play Chromax, remove the Extirpate, play Beseech the Queen, and then play Dark Depths.
It's a fine land drop to make this turn.
Yep.
Alright, well, top of the deck.
I mean, it's not... Shuuhei needs to draw land here.
Yep.
Trevor Hunt, please go to the second set of tables. Trevor Hunt, your standard number 9 game is about to start.
So I think that the game will be over in this next turn, for the most part.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, even if this next turn doesn't immediately kill him because he draws the land and is able to cascade, like, it's still... Because he has nothing other than 2 Crovaxes in his hand, it's just damage control. And it just draws the Hypergenesis, so...
It's Crovax and Venser, like, Venser is the important
that's right, he does have Venser, my mistake. Forgot he just drawn that.
Like, Juza has to go for it here, right? There's no point in waiting.
Oh, yeah.
And that prompts a concession from Shuuhei. So we'll go to a game 3. Is it round 7 already?
Yes, it is.
Wow. It's only 6 o'clock.
This format never ceases to amaze me. Like, there's... Shuuhei's playing a deck where the turn he died, he had 2 lands in play. But if he ever drew a 3rd land, not necessarily with the hand he had, but draws a 3rd land, and all of a sudden he goes from can't win this game ever to can't lose this game ever. Like, just so much power packed into that deck. But it is subjected to less than stellar draws like that. You want to have as many outlets as you possibly can to get the cascade off, but at the same time you can't draw too many of them because then your hand isn't chock full of fatties to drop into play off of the Hypergenesis that resolves. It's a careful balancing game, which especially with this matchup leads to some interesting situations because Juza's main defense against that deck is the hand disruption that he's got, and you make a lot of very intricate decisions at that point. Like that game, he had to deny him the potential to get additional creatures just in case he got out. So the compulsive research went away. There was no way he was going to be able to stop all 3 cascade spells, so he just took the other option. It doesn't matter if he resolves the cascade if he's got nothing of value to put into play.
Yeah. So now, same sort of arms race is what we're going to be watching for Game 3.
Who reaches critical mass first?
With Juza having a little bit of an advantage because he's got the disruption, but Shuuhei's critical mass is much more powerful.
Yeah.
See what I did there?
Well played.
I'm so sick at life.
I'm glad our viewers know how important this tournament is to us.
What a fish.
Great, Gavin
Is there a match
Fairhay.
going on right now?
There is. It's Shuuhei versus Juza. Big timers. Hyper Degen versus Dark Depths Thopter Foundry.
Is Dark Depths the game?
It's game 3.
So yes.
Booster draft number 14
It's like a-
goes to the round table in the back. Booster draft 14,
It's a
round
reasonable-
table in the back.
Reasonable hands. Adventure, Terastodon, Ardent Plea, Hypergenesis. There's that a one-lander.
Never seen that again.
Skaka.
Oh, ooh, landed closer to me.
That's how it works.
What's your record, Kyle? What's Donald's?
I think I played it's like extra. We got paired up against AHA in the mirror.
Feature match. So we've got some magic here. Turn 1 duress for Martin Juza. Bye, Kyle.
Reveals
and-
Ardent Plea, Hypergenesis. That is Venser, Double Terastodon, and an Exotic Orchard.
I didn't get a look at Juza's hand, but if he's got extra pay, it may or may not be the right pick to just take Hypergenesis here. It's kind of shaky because if Shuuhei draws Simian Spirit Guide, then he can still cast the Ardent Plea.
Yeah.
But I do not see an extra pay in the stand, so it's an easy choice here to
Yeah.
take the Ardent Plea, I think. Shuuhei draws another land, Fungal Reaches.
Not exactly the land you want to be charging up off of a gemstone mine, but
Yeah. Or a Forbidden Orchard, which is the other land in Shuuhei's hand.
yeah. Have some little men, please. Although that's less.
Turn 2 Dark Confidant for Juza. And the Urborg lets
Swamp, yeah.
Shuuhei activate that Fungal Reaches without removing a counter.
Worked out fairly well for him.
Yep.
Oh my. Which apparently the judge didn't know and just just got pointed out.
So Dark Confidant reveals the Million Flick, and second card drawn for Juza is a Vampire Hexmage. With the Dark Depths in hand, looks like a 2020 will be made.
So yeah, and Shuuhei has apparently drawn an Desolation Angel? Or not Desolation Angel, Angel of Despair, thank you.
Vindication Angel. Is
Vindic Angel.
Yeah. But Shuuhei's got the Venser to bounce the 2020 if he creates it, but he still chooses trying like many cards every turn.
Yeah.
So now Juza has a choice. You can either go for the 2020 this turn, or draw a step, Vendilion Flick, and go for the 2020 next turn. I think the better play is the latter.
Having seen his hand, know it's a bunch of threats and not much beyond that. Although, I mean,
like he knows he's got the Venser in hand, so
yeah, that's the issue.
and he's got the mana activated, so just like get rid of that Venser and then make a 2020. Give him maybe a couple more draw steps to draw some outs, but you're not going to win this game by 2-for-1ing yourself and letting him have the Venser. It's like the same exact position except one turn earlier.
Yeah.
Which is I think he only has one Chromox in his hand, so if he had 2, then he could potentially do both. But 1 is not sufficient.